Hey guys, wanna come inside? Sorry, we kind of already did the fight for you, but you know, whatevs. Nice armor though.
You have opened the gates. That is good. My men and I are eager to see our Arl again. Shall we enter the main hall together? It must be held if we are to regain control of the castle.
Yes.
You can choose to go in alone, technically.
I want you to die
Excellent.
for me.
Let us go now then, and see what awaits us there.
That's the guy that was asked to go in. And he agreed to it. And he asked you to come in through the cellar.
He looks like he is possessed.
So these are our visitors. The ones you told me about, Mother.
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers. The ones I sent to reclaim my village.
Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
Huh?
This is just a man, Connor. Like your father.
Oh, I am tired of hearing about him. Besides, he's nothing at all like Father. Look at him. Breathing and not dying in the slightest. I could change that, mind you.
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
The boy has to die.
Thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Maker's breath. What has happened here?
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible.
I'm going to diligently hurt your child.
So, just a reminder, the reason this happened is because she didn't want to hand him over to the Circle.
Yep.
So she hired Rowan to teach him.
Blood magic.
To teach him to control his magic.
So he can hide it.
So he can hide it. The problem was that Rowan's not a good teacher because he never even completed his own test.
And that you had to go into that fade place to basically like show that you're able to control yourself.
Well, that's just to show. That's not to teach you. They teach you leading up.
Yes.
That's just to show that you can do it, and if you can't, they kill you.
And I'm guessing...
And she didn't want to risk any of that, plus she didn't want to have her son have to live in the tower his entire life. So she asked Rowan to teach him instead, hoping that would just work out.
Yeah.
The thing is, having a blood mage that never learned to control his own, basically, that never learned to pass that test to begin with, teach your son how to do it without all the confines, the safety, the Templars, everything in place in the tower, is that it doesn't always work. Now he's possessed, and it's all her fault.
Yes.
This is 100% her fault.
Absolutely.
Everything going wrong here, her fault.
She's got nice tits, though.
Around this point, Rowan would actually come in and suggest a solution. But you don't have Rowan alive, so this is going to go completely differently.
I wish I could say the same. Wait. No, I don't.
I hear the other voice.
To do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned demon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This man will have the audience he seeks. Tell us, what have you come here for?
What have you come here for?
To help me? To help Father? To help yourself? Which? I was just having fun. Everyone else had fun too. Are you having fun, Uncle?
Marmalade!
You see? We're having fun. I think you're just trying to spoil things. What do you think, Mother? I think it's threatening me.
I don't think...
Obviously.
Of course you don't. Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This man spoiled my sport
I wonder
by
if
saving that
other
stupid
people can
village,
hear the
and
demon
now
or it's just us
he'll
because
repay
we're Grey Wardens.
I don't think you're supposed to be able to hear the demon. I think that's just an effect that they put on for you. Lore-wise, I don't think you can hear the demon, though. Grey Warden doesn't really have anything to do with demons. And just as a reminder, you could have come in here by yourself and not had these guys to help you.
Yes.
Which would also spare them from dying. Which you almost, well, you might still kill them.
What are we talking about? They're having fun.
Your teammates may not be able to hurt, but they can get hurt.
Yeah. They're having fun. What are you talking about?
It's begun.
Wakey wakey me.
As a reminder, you can heal them too.
Yeah, they seem good.
The only one you really need to keep healed though is the one that's named.
Yes. I suppose.
Oh, the one that's named was just standing back there.
Tegan. Oh, Tegan. Are you alright?
That's delegating tasks right
I
there.
am better now, I think. My mind is my own again.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died. Not after I brought you here. The fool I am. Please.
I hate her so
Connor's
much.
not responsible for this.
That's right, you are.
Yeah.
You.
Please, some way we
It's
can
all
save
your
him.
fault. Everyone who has any blame in this, it directly leads to you.
Yes. I didn't tell you because I believed we could help him. I still do.
Clearly, the child is an abomination. There is only one way to stop it.
Eat his flesh.
He's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him.
No,
and
his soul was
sometimes he
devoured,
breaks
right?
through.
In the Fade?
Please. I just want to protect
When
him.
you're an
Isn't
abomination,
that
a
what
demon
started this?
takes your body
You hired
over.
the
Your
maid to
soul
teach
still
Connor in the
exists.
secret
Okay.
to
But
protect him.
If
It's
they
stuck in the
discovered
fade.
You're
Connor
pretty-
had magic, then
No,
They
like
take him
you're pretty
away.
much beyond repair
what
usually.
if he learned just enough to hide it, then... None. I trusted Logain. Why wouldn't I? How could I have suspected the mage he sent would be a murderer?
And Eamon knew nothing of your plans. Do you not realize what you've done, Isolde?
Eamon would only demand we do the right thing. I was not going to lose my son. Not to magic.
Brought this on yourself, woman.
No, please. There must be another way. There must be something we can do.
I wouldn't normally suggest slaying a child, but he's an abomination. I'm not sure there's any choice.
Says the Templar.
We can't kill a young boy, demon or no demon. Please don't say we're considering that.
Connor is my nephew. But he is also possessed by a demon. Death would be merciful.
No? What about the mage? He could know something of this demon. If he still lives, we could speak to him. Can we do nothing else?
Killing the child is the quickest course, but to say there is nothing else possible would be a lie. we can confront the
This is
demon
what
in the
Rowan
Fade,
would offer
though
as a
not
suggestion.
easily.
What do you mean? The demon is within Connor, is it not?
No, it lies in the Fade and controls the boy from there. We can follow that connection, however, and do battle with its true form.
So you can enter the Fade and kill the demon without hurting my boy?
Possible to? Yes. Able to? Perhaps not. Entering the Fade requires lyrium as well as numerous mages to perform the ritual.
Neither of which we have. I understand. Can we do nothing else?
You can find lyrium and more mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it.
So that's a pause this until we complete the Circle of Mages, if we even side with the mages to begin with. Now, you wouldn't have to do that
If I had
if
Rowan.
you didn't kill Rowan.
Okay.
Because Rowan would come upstairs and be like, "It's okay, guys, I can do it." Cuts his fucking wrists and uses blood magic instead because his blood has enough power to do what an entire group of mages is needed to do, and all the lyrium he can just do by himself with his blood.
Should I? What's the benefit of saving the child?
The exact benefits, I don't remember, but it is preferable. It is preferable to save the kid. You get better results.
Should I put this on pause and come back later?
There's no reason you need to do this yet, so I would, yes. Usually, I just let Mr. Blood Mage do it.
Point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
This is only if you're going to
Tower is
save
about
the
a day's
mages, though.
journey across the lake. You could attempt
If you
to
want
get
the Templars,
mages
just
out.
kill the kid.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
Will you stop eating?
I'm hungry.
Stuff your face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
But we've been looking at the road for hours. No travelers all day.
Will one of you pay attention?
This is like Liliana. She just.
Right? Like, but it's a guy. It's a guy dressed like a girl.
Hey, who's that?
So you could have ambushed them and gotten the surprise in them. You could have gotten around them, but because you listened, they eventually noticed you.
It's all good. They'll die. Now I get to try this spell. Ooh, it's one of his long casts, so you know it's gonna be good.
Tornado of flame. Yeah.
I wonder how terrifying that would be to see a mage who can fucking not only wield a sword and shield, but like fuck your entire team with an AoE spell.
The fourth game in Tevinter is going to be interesting. Because, you know, Tevinter's run by mages, and being a mage is welcomed. A Templar would probably get murdered in Tevinter. It's quite an opposite situation.
Okay, I hit him. Apparently.
As you wish.
You're looking for an enemy, it's southeast.
Yeah. Aww. Yeah, no, they're over there.
Man, you triggered a trap.
I trapped a trigger?
Send me.
Do it again.
It has begun.
Hi, Alistair. It's okay, he can't be hurt. No friendly fire.
Friendly fire. I get it.
You forced our hand.
Watch out!
Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
This is it, finally. Remember I told you that there was, when you told me about the buy the DLC thing that you hated?
Oh, this is it.
This is the one I saw.
Yeah, with the,
that
about
I
the,
thought you were talking
about a log being in the way or some.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is where it happens.
Okay.
This is where the log's in the way.
Yeah, I couldn't ever find that cutscene.
Forgive me if I seem a
like
bit
online.
nervous.
This is
Not many
the
people
only one
travel
I
in
ever
this part
saw.
of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem,
You don't wonder,
isn't it?
since I know that
You all got
NPC's
spooked
name.
by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do? Ah, waiting for my helper to find the damn mule, of course. It's freezing. Oh, I suppose you meant why am I out here? As in this part of the country. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service. A Grey Warden? That's quite impressive, isn't it? My word. I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you'd consider helping a fellow out?
No.
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could? The dwarf I brought it from said it activates and controls a golem. So long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean, you look like the sort who could use one, yes? The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch.
I don't know where the
isn't it?
golem is.
The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. But you're a Grey Warden, however. Darkspawn aren't an issue.
I wouldn't know. I haven't really dealt with the Darkspawn too much. I've been fighting fucking demons all goddamn day.
Yeah.
The fellow I brought it from is a long-standing contact. He didn't want to come to Ferelden, however, with all our troubles. He said he got it from the man who owned this golem. But to be honest, I have no idea if it will work. Hence the low price. What do you say?
And they really
Just
sell
as
you
well.
on doing this
As
DLC.
I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honleith. I'll mark it here on your map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works.
Rage, Veloof.
And if you didn't have the DLC, you would have came here like, oh man, you know, this is log blocking the road and I can't get past. Yeah, man, maybe you come back later when you buy the DLC. Great.
Did you just give it to us?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. A low price of $3.50. Nice. Well, I guess you would have paid for the DLC, so... How mad would you have been if you paid for the DLC, you had to pay any kind of price in-game for it? Well, here's that tree blocking the way.
But it's not.
Yeah, not at all. Was that seriously it?
That was the point of this area.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, for this area, that's all that was it. It was just this little alcove. And here, yeah, it's here.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind the Darkspawn are just right here.
Have fun with puzzles, by the way.
Puzzle pirates?
Nothing that fun.
There's a smoking hole in the ground.
How did a child
A fat
survive
woman.
that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta. And
Superman?
raise the Tychus our own.
Superman? Superman? Is this a Superman Easter egg? Kryptonite.
Hey, look.
Hi. Actual Darkspawn. Oh my god.
They needed a DLC to actually squeeze them into the game. They realized they made too much stuff about demons last minute. They're like, fuck. How do we get back on track? A DLC. How do you like the locals hanging about? Get it?
Probably should have thought of that before I, lit the place on fire.
No. I mean literally the ones that are hanged.
Yeah, right here.
That's what I'm...
Yeah.
They're already dead.
Okay.
Look how fucking high up that goes. Jesus Christ.
It's not that hard.
No, not him. That. You're...
Oh, yeah. It's all the way up to that fucking tower. Could you imagine just being in the town and seeing that?
I think we have a bigger problem than Darkspawn, boys. Do you see why mages are so feared?
Yes.
And how they managed to create one of the biggest, best empires ever, and it still exists.
Yeah.
Even in a down state.
That would be Tevinter, right?
And how they are actually even fighting the Kunari, and yes. Like, any other nation would fall fighting the Kunari. Only a nation made of mages could actually pull that shit off. I hate the Kunari. The more you play of these games, the more you will either love or hate them. Because you realize, going through these games, it's all just building up to a war against them.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that's what Dragon Age 4 is going to be about.
Whoa, what was that?
I think Alistair, like, pulled him in.
Yeah. Get over here. Hey, you guys want to get baptized?
You just mod it so that every time you use that spell, through the fire and the flames starts playing. Copyright strike.
That'd be sad.
That would be impressive, actually. If they could detect that from that?
Yeah.
A human brain can make the connection of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
An AI should not be able to.
No, that was...
Not for another 30 years.
If I was pitch perfect, sure. But I am nowhere even near close enough to pitch. Do all golems look like this?
Not exactly, but generally, yeah.
It looks like a golem, doesn't it? An actual golem, and not a statue at all. I wonder how it ended up here, of all places.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
Of course not.
You're going to just pay and you're going to get a golem? No, you got to work for that shit, bitch. Remember, this is when DLCs were new, too.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2 years after Horse Armor.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, cheese knife.
Why are you saving? This is not... What could go wrong? What?
I guess this guy could never get ahead in life.
Rated T for teen.
Hey man, it's a good thing. He's always had his head in the books. Too bad he never had a good head on his shoulders. You can always count on him to stick out his neck. Do you want me to keep going? I can keep going. You guys can't even see me.
that you are, Aniji, it wouldn't be such a terrible thing to fight them in the fire, because then you can hold them in the fire. You're not going to have any ill effects from this
That's
one.
true.
They will.
I just still have the mindset of ouchies.
Well, you can always put it back.
No, I'm good.
He's laughing at you.
Yeah, even though he's the one who got knocked back. Take my unoptimized build, you bastards.
You love this spell, man.
I do. I so do.
You never used any of your other AoEs to open fights like this. You just love this spell.
I love this spell. Madam, I can assure you, the Circle of Magi is not a sacrilegious institution, and that indeed. We operate under the supervision of the Chantry. It would make our investigation of your husband's death much easier if you would simply cooperate with us. I am disappointed to hear that you saw the Golem's activation rod. I understand both it and your husband were of invaluable aid to King Marek during the war with Orlais. However, without the rod, we cannot discern whether Wilhelm's golem was responsible for the murder. The golem will simply have to remain where it is, unless the villagers can find a means to destroy it. Our condolences to you and your son for your loss. I must imagine it is of little consolation to you, but your husband is much admired here, and will be missed. May God keep you.
You have fun with that?
I did. Oh man, who made this? Dick move. Okay.
We're saved.
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us? A Grey Warden? Here! Thank the Maker for our luck! But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm taking your golem.
A control rod? Do you mean the one for Shale?
Okay.
That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance! My father's name was Wilhelm, mage to the Arls of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais, and what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and Shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that.
I must imagine he was a mage. He ordered the golem to kill him.
It's yours now.
Because he was getting possessed.
My mother never talked about it much. I was just a small child when my father died. Look, I know you probably have more important things on your mind, but I really need your help. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you? There are defenses my father put down here to keep strangers out. I knew about the barrier, I had the key for that, but the rest of it, well, we never came down here. Ever. I don't, it's true. I'm terrified that something's happened to her and she's lying in there, injured. I can't leave here until I know for certain. Surely you can understand that. You will? Thank the Maker! My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
I think?
I think...